Gentlemen, start your engines.
With that announcement from our Suzuki representative, the Skull Bandit Racing Super Dirt Series was set to go at the fast track with Brett Hearn on the pole in the Budweiser number 3. Now, if you think with Hearn on the pole that he just mailed it in and won this one easy, forget about it. There's a major story in the back of the field whose name happens to be Danny Johnson, getting a ride in the Biltrot Honeoid Backup 84. That's a car without the light on the top. You're not seeing double here. There were two of them. Gary Tompkins is, of course, in the other car. But Danny was motivated and motoring. Danny, how do you take your Vic coffee? I'll take mine on the outside, thank you. Threading the needle here with A.J. Romano in the 16. Danny was flying. He was possessed. He tossed off Doug Hoffman in the car number 1 and then continued his march through the field. He needed a little help from caution flags and got it here with Pat Ward last winter at Rolling Weels, getting dumped off the inside of the front stretch. And Brian Turner in the 11 pulled off the backstretch, and that brought out a critical yellow with 25 laps to go. That allowed Danny, who had almost gone down a lap early in the race, to close in on the lead pack, and the stage was set for a modern-day classic. Brett Hearn leading in the Bud 3, Joe Plazik in the Pennzoil 1 in second, and there's the Doctor rolling up in the number 3 position. High-low cross off turn number 4. Danny is getting jiggy with it, working the bottom of the racetrack in turns 1 and 2. He can't do it yet, and there's only 8 laps to go. Could the unthinkable happen at Rolling Wheels Raceway? Watch on. Danny off the outside of turn number 2. Drag racing with Plazik down the backstretch, looking for the move that would get him into second. Plazik's not settling for that. He's going for the lead, and that gave Danny the opportunity to slip past. And then the move of the race. Coming down to the white flag, going into turn number 3. Danny eases it in on the bottom. Hearn stays with them step for step on the outside. They come off turn number 4. Danny drifts up just enough to pinch off Hearn. He's in the lead with 1 to go. Could Danny hold on to the checkered flag? Heck, he'd come this far. He wasn't about to give up. Bringing it down off the corner, the crowd on their feet and screaming as Danny does last to first in a car he's never driven before. For a guy who started out the night as a free agent, this was certainly a sweet triumph. Danny was feeling it, and the crowd was too.
I don't know if maybe I ran it too hard in the first half of the race and maybe should have backed off a little bit and cruised around a little bit, but I've got a feeling that there's an outside chance that 84 car had hard tires on the way he came on at the end, and he deserved the win.
Well, I was working Brett over pretty hard, and then when they told me Danny was closing in, I knew it was going to be a tough deal because you had 3 cars that equation, and you don't know where to go. When it's 2, you can pick a line, but when it's 3, everybody's got 1, and it's hard.
It's any victory is a sweet victory, and this one. It's kind of an amazing one because, never being in the car before or really knowing that much about it and just jumping in and going as good as we did. So I guess it was more of an amazing one than anything.